Okay, I have this friend. Well, they're not my friend anymore. Hmm. Mm-mm. No, they're not my friend anymore. And I can't. I'm so dead. I don't know why it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I'm kind of at that stage where like, when like you stop being friends with somebody and then you cut them off or wait, what? No, when you stop being friends with somebody, like you've cut them off, right? You stop being friends with them, and like you're like in shambles and like you grieve and stuff. I wrote a Substack essay on that, and you should go read it. I don't know which one it was, so you'll just have to read every single one I've ever posted. I'm sorry about that, but okay, so when you stop being friends with somebody, you cut them off, and then you're grieving and blah 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 and you're going through the motions and then you get to a point where you don't care anymore, right? And you're doing good things with your life and you're like whatever whatever, you're like just living and like that person's living too, but like you don't really like you've detached, like you've moved on, right? You've moved on with your life. You know the point where you've you've moved on and then you start circling back and then like you really want to know what they're doing with your life, what with their life. And so you're like, "Stop. I can't think about this." But you really want to because you've healed and so you're like maybe I should let myself indulge and so like you're like I wonder and you want to wonder but then you don't want to wonder anymore because then it starts to hurt again. Does that ever happen to anyone else? Because it's really happening to me. And I really don't want it to be like that dumb diagram about the grief, like where it's like a little circle and then you grow around it. Please don't let that be me. I actually just want to move on from this. Okay, here's the deal. Either I move on, right? Either I move on, I forget about it. It's like I forget about it. Or I don't know, maybe we make amends, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I kind of just want to move on, because it's not even that I'm like sad. That's the thing. That's what I mean. I'm not circling back to this in a sad way. I'm circling back to this in a curious way. Like I've gone around actually, it's almost been a year. It's almost been a year, kind of, almost, not really exactly. What it's June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, so it's actually there's 5 more months, but like I mean, yeah, I'm circling back to it. I wish there was like an option, like a secret third option where we could like have like lunch together and tell each other like, okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. All right, miss you, love you, bye, and just go back to not talking. You know what I'm saying? This is my problem and like I'm really scared of like other friendships I have ending for good or like going no contact with other people because I know with the way that I am like no matter what I do, like no matter how many times I block the person or like how many accounts I block them on, how many pictures I delete, how many things I just completely get rid of, like things like that, no matter how much I do, I'll still be circling back to it. It's really, really, really bad. It's so bad. And it's also bad because it's like for a while you'll consider that person like an enemy. You're like, oh, it's up. It's an up. Like you see them in public and you're like, like you're angry, you're like pissed, you're like, get the fuck out of here. But then you just start to not do that. Like after a while, like, and this, I think this is what truly healing is. Like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Yes, there's like sadness, but there's also like intrigue. Like, I want to like size them up. I want to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me about your life. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know shit about that. I'm not doing that. That's what I want to do. But sometimes I don't want to do that. Sometimes I'm like, fuck you. But that's the thing. Like, it's also like, I don't really care. Like, I'm not like crying, fuck you. I'm just like, you know? Like flashbacks type deal. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where like I kind of do want to see them in public. I kind of want to be like, hey, hey, hey. And guess what's coming up? Pride Month in my state. And guess who might be there? Everyone I fucking know. Everyone I know. Everybody I know. Everybody I know. And that's really unfortunate for me because that means that I'm gonna have to show up and show out. I'm gonna have to wear like my best outfit, which is extra unfortunate because my did you hear that? My favorite outfit is like a white t-shirt and jeans and normal ass shoes. See-through white t-shirt buttoned to the top and those ballerina ass slippers. What's going on? I don't know if she was coked out or what. Seriously though, like it's so bad. I'll put on like the best outfit ever and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. And then I'll go and put on like a blank shirt and like jeans that I wear every single day and I'm like, yes. Yes. I'll post it on Pinterest and shit. Like I don't know why I feel my best like that. It's so unfortunate because I feel so hot and then other people are like, you're not even fitted. I am fitted. You just don't know what I'm trying to do. Like I have do you see that vision board? So if you see where my finger is, Jane Birkin, right? And then Claro should be right here. Nope. Claro is actually right here. Can you see her? She's like the purple and pink thing next to the cat. That's like what that was my vision board because I wanted to embrace like casuality. I wanted to be more casual. I wanted to be more like in my body, right? Right? I have my nipples pierced, so I wear like a white shirt so you can like see the metal. And then like I have my hair, and like before I shaved it, I did it like casual and messy, like really, really messy, like rolled to the bed vibe. And now that it's shaved, it's shaved. But like this outfit I have on, it's like black cardigan, and then I have these. I don't wear socks like this when I go out. This is like my it's like my version of slippers. But I have my sweatpants, my wide leg sweatpants that were $50, and this is like my ideal outfit, and I wore this out today. I think it's so cute to be casual, and I also think it's really cute to be dressy. Like I like people that like dress up for events like grocery shopping, like nothing burger stuff. Um but my thing, like I think my favorite thing, I like a really good fragrance, right? Um and then like just like casual clothes. And then like I like to I don't know, I just I like when my nipple piercings are showing because that's like my thing. And then oh, I also like a good little chip nail. But I tried to do where is it? Fuck. Sorry, I just got fucked up in my ear. So I tried to do paint on nails. Paint on nails, press on nails. They are painted though, by my friend Erilyn. Nails by Airy, I think is her Instagram. Um, but she did my nails for me and they were so cute and I wore them for like a day before I literally ripped them all off because I peel off my nails. I don't like chew them and I don't bite them and I don't really do anything except for peel them. Like I'll take this part right here and I will peel it off like a banana peel. I have like so many nail clippings in my purse. It's kind of crazy. But hang on, let me put you back in my ear. I'm gonna drink with the audio on, by the way. Okay, so I spilled it over myself. That's okay. It just kind of happened. There's like a wet spot. Why am I putting that in my ear? It goes in this ear. Yeah. Back to like what I was originally talking about, what this video is about. Yeah, it's so bad. It is truly so bad. That's like all I can say about it. And it's on my Okay, you know what the problem is? You know what the actual problem is? The problem is that it's on my mind because I don't want to think about this. I told you like I moved on from this. I got over it and I am over it. I've been over it. I have been over it. Like we've been moved on. I just need to like dig around in their mind for a minute. What have you been doing? Ah! And then leave. Skedaddle. But I can't do that. I have to lock in again. Maybe I'm just not locked in. Because when like you are healing from something like that, like any kind of breakup, platonic, romantic, whatever, when you're doing that and you're going through it and you're locked in because like, okay, I have to support myself during this because I'm really, really fucked up. I'm really sad. And you have to like be really gentle with yourself, but also really strict. Like you have to like, no, don't look at their Instagram. No, delete the pictures, whatever. Like you have to like really, really, really parent yourself because if you don't, you're gonna like get carried away and really fucked up, or a friend does it for you, preferably both. Um, so yeah, you're really locked in. And like depending on how long the healing process takes, like that can be like months, it can be years. But for me it was definitely months and I was super locked in. And then what should happen, which happened for me, is like you're locked in and then you get less locked in, not because you are losing like your grip, not because you're like giving up, but because you start to just not care anymore because you've been so good at your healing journey that you're like, okay, there's other things to worry about. You start living your life, you get hobbies, whatever, and it's great, right? And you start to just let go. Like you're like, whatever, this is in the past. I can let go. I don't have to lock in anymore. You unlock and then you're like living your life. So like locked in, locked in. Oh, I don't care anymore. Wait, wait. And then you go back. Sorry, my brother made a weird noise. You go back to like a state of like, I kind of want to know what they're doing again. I kind of want to know what's up with them. What's going on? Because when you were back here, you had those same thoughts, but it was like in an obsessive way. It was like, you're not in my life anymore, and I'm so sad, and I hate it, and I hate you, and I need to know what you're doing right now, and I need to, like, you know, especially if, like, you've known that person for a long time. You're like, I don't know. It's a toxic thing. Like, after you stop being friends with someone, it's like you just desperately, even if you didn't before, you desperately want to know what they're doing without you there, right? And then you just get over it. Like you just like you're like, no, you don't need to know that. You're not friends with that person anymore. Move on. And I feel like it must be different if like you're the one who gets unfriended, but like if you're the one who does the unfriending, I think this is probably the path that you would want to go on, or like that's most common to go on, or most ideal. And so then you get here and you're like, thinking the same exact thoughts you had here, but this time they're in like a healthy, genuinely curious way. Like you're not like obsessed. You're not like, tell me, tell me. You're like, huh, I wonder. I wonder what this person's doing. Because you're not as mad anymore. I mean, like, obviously it's like, but you're not angry. There's not like rage and like despair and agony inside of you. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, I remember why I did it, but like, and also like you feel like, I mean, especially if I feel like after you cut someone out of your life, especially if they really like, they gotta go, especially if they had to go, right? I feel like you immediately start doing like really cool things with your life because it's like breakup momentum, right? And so you're doing all these cool things and you're like, I wish I could share it with this person, right? It actually is really sad. Energy savers on. I don't give a gaff. Um but then it's really sad. It's like a mixture of I want to know what you're doing and I want you to know what I'm doing, right? Like high school reunion type shit. Like what, like one day, that's what I'm saying. One day. Can we just normalize like hitting up people that you don't talk to anymore? Like people that you purposefully don't talk to anymore and being like, "Hey, what's going on at school? Oh, I'm doing this." And they're like, oh, cool. And then you're like, oh, so glad you're doing well. La, la, la. Get lunch, something, and breakfast, get dinner. Or don't. Not even. Like, just like, I want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. And then you're like, oh, I wonder if they want to know what I'm doing, right? You're like, I wonder if they're curious. But then I think you have to like dig into that feeling, because it's like, how would you feel if you were able to get the answer to that question? What if God came down and said to you, that person is not interested in what you're doing? Trust me, I would. My hands are greasy. I can't snap. I would snap back into reality real quick. I'd be like, no, I don't give a fuck. Oh, they don't care what I'm doing? I don't give a fuck either. I don't give a fuck either. I don't give a fuck either. Ah, ah. But like, if that person did, like, let's say God was like, oh yeah, like totally, like the feeling's mutual. I'd be like, hey, hit me up. Like, how are you? Maybe. Whoa. I didn't mean to drop that. Whoa. Maybe. I'm not saying that's like completely canon, I guess. Certain. What is the word? Not canon. I'm not saying that I would actually freaking do that. What is the word? 100%. Insured is not insured. For sure, I would not be doing that. For sure. You know what I mean? But like, I would definitely be more inclined, right? Also, I feel really sexy right now. Okay. Now, why am I so bald there? Oh my god, it's so bad. And it's not even as bad on this side. That can't be real. Is that real? Okay. I'm sorry. Why is it not okay, that wasn't real. I have hair here. I mean, it's very light, but for like a damn minute, I really thought that it went. Thank God that's not real. Actually, thank God. Not with the event of the fucking month coming up, Pride Month, and I know I'm gonna see my obs there. I freaking know it. There's like no avoiding it. Everyone I know is gay. Everyone I've ever fucked with is gay. Everyone I fuck with now is gay. Everyone's gonna be there. It's the only city in our state. Everyone's gonna be there, and I have to show up, which means I have to wear a white t-shirt and jeans. No. This is so unfortunate for me. Like, actually, it is. It really, truly is, because I just feel like the people don't see my vision like I see my vision, and that really upsets me. I want people to think I'm cool and fashionable. Whatever. I have to go to bed. It's 11. And I'm a busy girl. What is this song? Hey there, summer boy. I'm a busy girl. Don't got too much time. Hurry up before I change my mind.